here. And as you know, you've already probably gotten the email about us canceling or saw us canceling our parent meeting tonight on social media. What I want to do is, in lieu of the meeting that we're having tonight, is just run over some of the rules, the packing, and all the things that we were going to go over tonight as quickly as possible. You can pause, take notes this way, easier. Also, you'll see some attached documents. I'll refer to that in this video, and you'll see it in our email as well. And so without further ado, welcome to our Refuge 2021 parent meeting. For our theme this year, it is reboot. We know that it has been a crazy year, and sometimes we just need to reset. And so that is why we are choosing this theme, reboot, this year, is because we need a hard reboot, right? We saw in the book of Acts chapter 9, that's where we're going to be at all weekend with our speaker, Marshall West. He is awesome. He's going to be talking about what it is to reboot spiritually. We're going to walk through Paul's conversion and see exactly how we can reboot spiritually. Other than that, though, I know you guys want to get into the nitty-gritty of everything. And so the event starts Friday night. And on Friday night, you will go to your host home first with all of your luggage, drop that off, and you will ride with your host home and your leaders here to the church. And you guys will arrive at 6 p.m. where we will have pizza from Domino's waiting for you to eat. After that, we will have our pre-service game time. We'll have some time of prayer following that, and then we will jump right into a worship concert where myself and a few of our other local pastors will just be sharing briefly throughout the night about some things that we aren't going to disclose yet, but we will be sharing. And Marshall will be here, the band will be here, you will get to see them. After worship, we'll release you guys at about 7:30, and you will have your first small group at 8 p.m. Saturday, you will eat breakfast at your host homes. You will check in at the church at 10:15. Again, pre-service hype, pre-service prayer. Marshall will preach on the first half of Acts chapter 9. You'll be eating lunch here on campus. All the other churches will be leaving for lunch, but we'll be eating here on campus, play some games, and you'll have free time with your group from 1:30 until you show back up at the church on Saturday night at 5:45. And then again, following the same schedule, and you'll have some small group times throughout the weekend on Saturday. And then on March 21st, that's Sunday morning, so that we already talked about Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and again, all of this will be attached. We will be coming to the 10:30 service. Remember, we have two service times now, 9 and 10:30. Our 9 o'clock service, if you serve in the kids ministry, please come to that with your group, prearrange that with your leaders and your parents. And then 10:30 on Saturday or Sunday morning, we will worship together, and you will wear your awesome shirt that you received over the weekend. The next thing I want to walk over with you guys are some things to bring, things not to bring, and some major rules for this. So what do you need to bring? First, you need to bring a mask. We are not quite out of the woods yet here in Louisiana, so please bring that. Bring a Bible, pen, and notebook. We're going to be selling some notebooks. We're going to have some paper for you to write on throughout the weekend, but like we like to say, note takers are history makers. So bring your Bible, bring a pen, bring a notebook. Bring appropriate clothing. Bring clothes to play games in, to get dirty in for your free time. Bring a pillow, sleeping bag, or air mattress. Some host homes don't have enough bed spots, so make sure that you bring sleeping bag, pillow, and or a air mattress. Make sure you bring your own towels and washcloths. The host homes will probably have some, but they probably won't have enough for everybody every day. And so let's make sure that we're respecting them, bringing our own things. Bring a good attitude. Bring some toiletries like soap, shampoo, toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, especially you middle school boys. Bring snacks for host homes. Bring snacks to share with your friends. That's one fun part about the weekend. And then bring some money just in case your group does decide to do something for free time that involves that, maybe getting coffee or something like that. And then we'll be selling some journals for $5 as well. And then what not to bring. Don't bring inappropriate clothing. Don't bring any form of weapons or any form of illegal products. Even if you're old enough to have tobacco or alcohol, which most of you aren't, it is still not okay for you to bring that over the weekend. Please don't bring any weapons. If you do, we will have to contact your parents. No fireworks of any kind. And this is a loose rule. If I always encourage, don't bring your cell phones, don't bring any personal electronics, because I want you to hang out with your friends. I want you to connect with them. So if you can avoid it, don't bring your cell phone, or just put it up at night or during the sessions and things like that. And then don't bring a bad attitude. We want you to have a good time. We've curated this whole entire weekend to make it as fun as possible for you. So make sure you don't bring a bad attitude. Some of the rules this year are this. Obviously no horseplay, pillow fighting, wrestling, jumping on furniture. Be respectful of everyone. Only leaders can move furniture around their own home, right? The host homes. So make sure you ask before you move anything. No pranks. Pranks are fun for just the person pranking, but it ruins the time for everyone else. I don't put up with bullying or pranking. We will send you home if we found out that you did prank someone again, because those are the memories that are gonna last, and that's not good. So make sure you're not pranking. Do not leave the host home at any time unless you are traveling with your leader to come here to the church. Leave the host home in better shape than you found it. Don't skip anything. We want you to be a part of everything here, so don't skip out on anything. Be safe. We demand very little, but we want you to do that. So please be safe, especially in driving and at your host homes and things like that. Don't leave your designated areas when you're there. So don't wander off here at the church outside behind the property. Don't wander off into the woods at your host home. Make sure you stay where you're supposed to be. Stay with your leader at all times. And if you drive, students who drive, we're asking that you turn your keys in at night to your leader. And this is something as well. If you drove your vehicle to the Refuge event, you can drive from your host home to the church if need be, if your leader doesn't have enough spots in his car or things like that, but you are not allowed to drive other students. You can drive yourself, and that is all. So make sure that if you do drive, you can drive to the church and back, but you are not allowed to drive other students, so don't make plans to do so. You're not a chaperone. We have picked chaperones and drivers for that. And so your leader should have already let you know that. And then two things this year. This is a year that has looked holistically different, and these are going to be two of our most important rules, is that we are asking that everyone wear masks at all times in the building unless you are eating. That does mean worship and preaching as well. That means you have to wear your mask at all times. And here's why. We are a host and have invited other churches into this space, and other churches have some different rules and some different cautions that might look different than what we do on a regular Wednesday and Sunday. And so we are asking for you to love our neighbors well, and we're going to do that by wearing masks. We have designated zones for everyone to sit in as well, with you and your small group and with them and their small groups. And so we're asking that you stay in your designated zones at all times here on site. Again, we've curated this event to be as fun as possible, but what does Jesus say? Honor the Lord your God. Love him with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. These two are the greatest commandments, right? So we want to love our neighbor as ourselves by wearing our mask and staying in our designated zones. Again, they are neighbors. We want to love them well. There are some things that have hit home at other churches that we have been fortunate enough to not have happen here. And so please make sure you're respectful. And then lastly is this: if you will check the attachment, there will be a copy of a PowerPoint. It will have the schedule. It will also have a time away form that you can sign if your student plans on leaving at any point during Friday through Sunday. Say they have a baseball game on Saturday and they need to be gone from 11 to 3. That time away form is for you, parent, to sign and put that time so that we know that they have permission to leave campus for that, or leave the event for that. So make sure you check this attachment for the schedule, for the list of rules, for the time away form, and also make sure you're checking your email about where you are staying and where you'll be going on Friday night before the event starts. Also, you will see all the host home listings from 6th through 12th grade, but I will send separately the address to you. And so we're very thankful that you tuned in, very thankful that you watched this video. Please make sure that you get all this information. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me in the email that you just got from me. Thanks.